When you walk in a room wearing this, people are gonna be like, oh my goodness, what are you wearing? And they're really gonna be confused because they're gonna expect a man, but ding, a surprise, it's me. Like, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. In today's video, we are finally doing my spring fragrance haul. It's been a time, mainly because I'll just be honest, I can't stop shopping. I am a bona fide fragrance addict at this point. I have graduated from spending my extra money on handbags and now it is fragrance. I did an overhaul of my collection recently and I got rid of probably half of my collection. I'll be doing a fragrance declutter video probably next month and I'll talk about why I did it, and then I got so many more. So in today's video, this bag is full of fragrance, and no, it's not all from Chanel, but we've been having a time shopping. So if you'd like to know all the fragrances that I've recently acquired for spring, then please keep watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. It really helps my channel. Liking very much helps me in the algorithm. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would like it if you like the content. I also want to state, I have another fragrance that has not yet arrived. Last week, I had like an emergency and I had to leave the house, so I rerouted the package, and then we had Easter, and I don't know where I don't know where it is right now, but I will tell you that I got Initio Musk Therapy. I'll pop a picture in the screen. So that will be my first Initio fragrance. I'm super excited. I sampled it and I fell in love. It is light and crisp and musky and a little citrusy, and it's so calming and soothing, and it just makes my spirit happy. So I did purchase that. That's my first Initio fragrance, and I'll be getting another one for summer because I'm already working on that because I have a problem. So let's get into the other babies that I got in no particular order. I got this Diptyque hair mist for Valentine's Day. It is the, how do you pronounce this? The Eau d'Essence, and this is like a patchouli, really just elegant, classy fragrance, and it's a hair mist. I do have another hair mist from Diptyque. I really like them because sometimes when my hair is old, like not today, darling, we're flourishing, but when my hair gets really old, I like to use a hair mist just because it can start smelling stale and it's already in a ponytail. So I really like a good hair mist. This does have alcohol though, but it is what it is. So this is like a fresh herbaceous patchouli. It's very classically chic. It's like old school. It reminds me a little of Dosan, but with more herbaceous notes. It just smells like I am going to the country club to play tennis, and then we're gonna sit and have lunch overlooking the lake. Yeah, really beautiful, citrusy, herbaceous patchouli scent. Not gonna be everyone's vibe, but I tend to like the classics, so I love this and I can't wait to start using it more now that I've shown it. Because I don't like to use things that I haven't hauled, but sometimes I'll use it and just not share, but now I can openly use and share. The next fragrance is from Skylar Beauty. I received this complimentary from Skylar Clean Beauty, and this is their newest fragrance in Lime Sands. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this smells like a Glade bathroom spray. So I got this from Octoly, and I think I'm just gonna stop signing up for Skylar Beauty fragrances because if you've watched my previous kind of reviews of them, I'm not the biggest fan. So the notes are lime, sea salt, and coconut water. I smell the lime, I smell the sea salt. The coconut water is very faint, but I'm sorry, this smells like Glade bathroom spray. You're in Florida on vacation, and maybe you've just gone and had a really nice meal, and the hotel or the resort had a Glade spray. That's what this smells like. I would not wear this. Yeah. Now, maybe mixing this with something, it would smell nice. This would smell great as a candle, but putting it on my body, no. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, Skylar Clean Beauty. Y'all know I'm always gonna be honest. It is what it is. This smells like Glade. Moving on. Let's get into something good. Okay. My next baby is another Xerjoff. And I have to give a shout out to all my babes on YouTube, Simply Aisha, Demi Rawling. I heard them speak about this Xerjoff Acento overdose, as well as one of my beauties on Instagram. If you guys remember last year, I went with my friend Dominique to the mall and he picked up Acento, and somebody told me Acento overdose was amazing, but I never got to smell it because at Neiman Marcus, no, at Saks in Atlanta, they don't have like the full Xerjoff offerings. My mouth is watering. So I bought a sample from Lucky Scent. I'll link them down below. Now I like that Lucky Scent sells samples, but they're not the spray samples, they're the dabbers. And I find that sometimes you can't get the full robustness of the scent when you're dabbing it on your skin. So I'm gonna stop buying samples there, but it is nice because they have samples of basically all niche fragrances. But whew, first of all, let's hear it for Xerjoff's packaging. Always amazing, beautiful. And this is what the fragrance looks like. Oh, baby, when I tell you, this is definitely in my top 10 fragrances of all time. Okay, let's see what I get. Whew, okay, wow. This is a fruity, aldehydic, floral, intense floral scent. Aldehydes tend to smell like fresh laundry. So if you've tried MFK 724, which I'm not a fan of, that is an aldehydic scent. I don't tend to really like aldehydes, but I think the combination of fruits and jasmine and intense white sharp florals works so well. Now this is also a very intense and like overpowering scent. I don't think I'd wear it to the office or church because there's something about it that's very, very polarizing and sharp. I could see this burning people's nose. So when I first tried it, I was like, oh, it's not too intense. Somebody was like, oh my gosh, your fragrance is so loud. But I think that this really is a strong fragrance. I don't know if since having COVID, my nose is a bit different, but I didn't think it was too intense at first. Now I'm seeing that it does have amazing sillage, amazing longevity. It is not for the faint of heart. This is for the classic beautiful woman who just wants to smell intense and beautiful and gorgeous. I would have never, like in my mind, thought of pairing fruit with florals, white florals in an aldehydic scent. But the combination, whew, intense and beautiful. Basically just everything. I've been wearing the heck out of it. Obsessed. My next fragrance is aldehydes Amber Oud Gold. This is also a dupe for the Xerjoff Herba Pura. So what I do is I go on fragrantica.com and I'll type in the fragrances that I'm looking into, and then I'll go towards the bottom and see what other fragrances people say smell similar. Because here's the thing, I don't mind spending like $300 for a bottle of fragrance, but if there's a dupe, I'm gonna buy the dupe. So that's where aldehydes Amber Oud Gold comes into play. First of all, shout out to the packaging. I purchased this on Amazon. You open it like so. And this is the bottle. Now, I do have another aldehydes fragrance. It's Initio Noir. I like this packaging a lot better. It's still not amazing, but it's about what's on the inside. Whew, baby, 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 baby. Da-na-na-na. I got so much love in me. Oh, baby, baby. Honestly. Okay, so in this, I get amber, fruity notes, floral notes, but it's more of a fruity floral with a masculine edge. So think a fruity scent for a woman, but with like a cologne punch. There's something very sharp about this, and it's the cologne. Sometimes the cap does get stuck on, like from the inside on the nozzle. I'm gonna spray this. Oh, yes. Oh, it just smells like tropical fruits with a really intense masculine freshness to it. This lasts forever. It's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. It's a fruity floral without smelling too feminine or too juvenile. It smells very, very similar to Herb Pure, at least what everyone says. I have smelled it one day in store, but I don't remember it. But a lot of people say that this actually has better longevity and it lasts forever. I love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna be wearing it all spring and all summer. So shout out to the dupes or the clones. I'm not opposed to a good dupe. I just don't like houses like, what's the one that everybody reviews on YouTube with the really basic bottles? Can't think of it. Yeah, I don't like the bottles, so I wouldn't choose those, but this, amazing. Okay, my next fragrance is another dupe, and this is from Lattafa. I actually love Lattafa fragrances. I purchased this on Amazon for about $25, and this is Badial Oud for Glory, and this is a dupe for Initio Oud for Greatness. So this is what the packaging looks like. You open it like so, and here's your bottle. Now, I do have a sample of Oud for Greatness. This is Oud for Greatness, except it's $25. Here's the packaging. Very, 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 very similar. There are some nuances, but this is Oud for Greatness. Oh, this is saffron. This is oud. This is like a musky saffron oud, really intense, masculine scent. Oud for Greatness by Initio is very, very saffron forward. It almost smells a little bit like Baccarat Rouge because of like the saffron gives it a kind of medicinal scent profile. But this is what I wear when I go out and I just want to feel fabulous. The last time I wore it out, I actually wore pink and satin. I like to juxtapose this when I'm dressed really femininely, because when you walk in a room wearing this, people are gonna be like, oh my goodness, what are you wearing? And they're really gonna be confused because they're gonna expect a man, but ding, a surprise, it's me. Like, that's literally what happens. This is a very intense scent. It is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the feminine or women who like to smell very pretty. It's very, very similar to Baccarat Rouge. If you like that one, you're probably gonna like this. But I think Baccarat Rouge is very androgynous. This is a little masculine, but I love to smell masculine, honey. Definitely not a spring fragrance, but I needed it. Okay, next let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum with a really feminine scent. This is my first scent from the brand, and the brand is Guerlain Angelique Noir from the Arts and Something line. I'll put the name across the screen. Basically, unless you go to a Guerlain store or go to Neiman Marcus, you really can't smell these because they're not too easily accessible. Shout out to my girl Jessie. I'll link her YouTube channel down below. She sent me a sample of this, also a sample of Oud for Greatness, and I was obsessed. I'll link that video down below where I tried this, and the moment I tried it, I was like, I need it. So here we go. Shout out to the packaging. Hello. Also, shout out to my girl Simply Aisha. I do believe she has reviewed this fragrance. Now, I thought about getting it on the website so that I could customize it, but I got it for like a little over $300 on Neiman Marcus when I signed up for the email list. So if you want a sale, definitely do that. This is the most beautiful vanilla I've ever tried. I'm not someone who loves a vanilla scent. I think a lot of times, this is just my opinion, vanilla can be rather basic. And I think that way because most times when people talk about vanilla fragrances, they always talk about Kayali Vanilla 28. And I think that scent is so boring. I do not like it. It doesn't last long. I think that should only be used for mixing purposes, and it should be $25. This is a vanilla with Angelica, and if you're not familiar with Angelica, Angelica is a very herbaceous green herbal scent. It is bright and airy, and when you smell this, you smell vanilla, but it's like rounded out with this fresh herbal green note, and I really love it, you guys. I was watching a video from Demi Rawling today, and she included this in an old money video. I would have to agree. This smells like I'm playing in my grandmother's boudoir and she has this, and my grandmother is a wealthy woman and she loves this scent when she just wants to go frolic. It is a classically chic vanilla fragrance. without doing too much. A lot of vanillas can tend to turn boozy. Probably the most popular vanilla in this line is the Spiritu Double Vanille. I have tried that. I do like it, but it leans very boozy and like a little more masculine. This is very feminine, very bright, herbaceous, crisp, and yummy. It just smells very classically chic. This, you know how old money is like wealth but understated? That's what this is. It's a sexy vanilla that's rounded out with this beautiful herbaceous note, and it just reminds me of a wealthy old woman. And when I say old, I'm not meaning to be rude, because someone said I was being mean because I used the word old, but I also call myself old. So when I say old woman, I literally mean someone in their 80s. I mean, it's just an adjective and I'm not meaning to be rude. The prettiest vanilla. Okay, our last is from Chanel. I bought this for myself for Valentine's Day. Yeah, because I needed it. So this is Chanel Misia. And I always tell the story that Misia was Chanel's bestie, her BFF. And so this fragrance was created around Misia. And Misia, to me, smells like lipstick. So if you've ever smelled Replica Lipstick On or Parenza Schuler Arizona, this smells very similar. It's an iris powdery scent. It is fresh. It's an iris. I don't know how to describe iris. Iris is a very old money type of scent. I should also say that this is not gonna be a lot of people's cup of tea. I could see people scrunching their nose up like this, but I love a good iris. It's like a fresh, powdery, mature, bitter scent to me, but it is still a flower. It smells like lipstick. I love this. I can't wait for this scent to macerate. Shout out to AI the Great for teaching me that term. It's basically when a fragrance settles and all the notes can really shine to their fullest potential. This is beautiful. It smells like lipstick. I don't know how else to describe it. Picture you backstage in a dressing room in the 50s and you're a flapper. I love this so much. It's a very vintage smell. Not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but I needed it. So shout out to Misia, shout out to Chanel. And you guys, that's all I have to share. I hope you guys enjoyed this very large spring fragrance haul. I'm back on a ban because I can't control myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys are picking up for spring. And if you haven't seen my top scents for spring video, I will link that down below. I love you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.